What's going on, everybody? Deacon here. I'm on my way driving to work. So I wanted to share something with you guys to give you guys more of an insight of who I am, how I am as a person. And I'm going to share with you guys my biggest fear, because my daughter asked me, what was it, Sunday night, Dad, what is your greatest fear? And I told her my greatest fear is being a terrible husband and a terrible father. And she kind of laughed at me, but to be honest, that's the most thing I'm afraid of. You know, because I know most people have things they're afraid of, like death, for instance. Now, I'm not one of those people who I constantly think about death and I'm gonna die, but I am aware that I'm not gonna live forever. And I always wanna take advantage of the time and the moments I have with people when I share it with them, because there's no guarantee I'm gonna ever get that other opportunity again. But don't get me wrong, I always tell myself if I could pick how long I wanted to live, I always said 85, and hopefully I can live till I'm 85 and still be able to be mobile and move around when I want to. No matter how slow it is, I still want to be able to move around. But not get too far off topic, the reason why being a terrible husband and a terrible father is my biggest fear is because even though I've been married for 13 years, I've seen marriages where people stayed married because maybe they had the kids or anything like that, or it was a loveless marriage. They were just in it just because they were just comfortable with that person. And I don't want to become that person. I don't want to stay in a marriage just because of my children, or just because, you know, we've just been together for this long. If it fizzles out, it fizzles out, but at the same time, want to be able to work at it. And anytime you're in a relationship, it's constant work. Because one saying I adopted myself was, people say good things that come to those who wait, which I do believe. But I added to that, but you still have to work to maintain it. Whenever you get something, whether it's a new house, a new car, you know, a relationship, anything, you still have to work to maintain it, to upkeep it. And this was the situation in this case where I'm just like, man, you can't get, you can be comfortable who you're with, but you can't be comfortable in the relationship to the point where you stop doing the things that got you guys together. So with that, and then just being a terrible parent. Now, I know there's gonna be times where I'm gonna say things that my kids are not gonna like, especially when they go through their teen years. But as long as they understand, as long as I do it in a manner that they can understand that when they get older, I did it, one, by the best of my knowledge and my ability, but then also to understand I'm doing this for their best interest. Now, does that mean I'm gonna be right every single time? Absolutely not. But from my own personal experiences, their mother's personal experience, you know, I can assure you that we're gonna probably get it right more times than we get it wrong. But I ain't gonna lie to you guys, I want to be one of those parents where when my kids become adults, they talk about how much they love their father, you know, how much, you know, even if we didn't get along and see eye to eye, or crazy things that I've done, or whatever the case may be, I want my children to have a positive outlook on how I am. But I know I can't control all of that, but I can control for what I can handle and what I'm responsible for. So even how I talk to my kids, how I treat my kids, I'm consistent. I try to make sure that I let them know all the time, though, I love them. I love spending time with them. My daughter always asks me, Dad, why did you want to have children? She's always asking me, you know, what did you think about having 2 girls and no boys? You know, all these little tough questions coming from a soon-to-be 9-year-old, but I enjoy it because I always give her answers. No matter what she asks me, I give her answers. The only time I've ever dodged a question that she asked me was about the whole, how did she get in her mommy's tummy, that I asked you guys about. But aside from that, I'm always honest with them, I'm forthright for them, and they love asking me a whole bunch of questions, and I answer it to the best of my ability, even if I have to Google it, because it might be a question I might not be that knowledgeable on. But that's all I wanted to share with you guys, just, you know, that little rant that I wanted to let you guys know that if you ever wanted to know what was my biggest fear, it's not death, it's not heights, it's not being laid off from a job, it's not somebody robbing me or something like that, because things in life happen. And just because, you know, some people, or I myself might deem myself a good person, you know, people always ask, why do bad things happen to good people? The same reason why good things happen to good people. It's just life, it just happens. But that's all I have for you guys for today. But I plan on having another video this week, you know, if I stop being lazy. So as always, be wise, and until I see you guys next time, enjoy the rest of your day.